Good morning and happy last week of school, Wildcats.
On this week, we explore Chloe Moore and her love for music,
The summer jam students are most excited for,
Cole Aniello's up-and-coming role on the team,
and Dr. Loofe leaving Millard West. I'm Trevor Lewick,
and I'm Katie Willard.
and this is
The MWHS Wildcat News. Sophomore Chloe Moore sings lead in her band Far and Wide, with gigs all around Omaha. Caitlin Kosis and McKenna Cole bring us her story. Sophomore Chloe Moore has enjoyed the last 2 years of being part of her band Far and Wide. She explores the sensation of the blues genre and puts on a show that everyone in the crowd can find pleasure in. Through her music, she's been able to let her personality shine.
My favorite part of being in my band, I would say, would be performing with a different group of people, and then it's a kind of venue that you don't usually get to do in other performance settings, say like show choir. It's really professional and choreographed, but playing with a band on stage and a lounge or whatever, it's really different and it's super exciting and fun.
Chloe's parents have been supportive every step of the way and love attending her performances. They have seen her be able to express who she is through her music and dancing. After doing volleyball for a majority of her life, her parents have enjoyed watching her love for the stage.
When she started to perform, I could just tell that it was more of her passion and that she really just came out. She really felt like, this is what I want to do.
Her friends are anxious to see where this road will take her and see the star that she is becoming. Chloe's confidence is continuing to grow on stage. Her friends have been able to witness this over the years.
Well, I saw her a few times last year when she first started in the band, and she was there's two soloists, and she was the younger one, so she didn't have a lot of solos. And you could tell it was new to her, but then this season, she has grown tremendously, and she's the older soloist now, and she has a whole song to herself, and you can just tell her stage presence is just shining a lot more than last year.
Although Chloe's love for music shines through her, she doesn't see this as being a long-lasting career. She has an interest in being a pharmacist that she would like to pursue, but she is still enjoying every step of her band journey.
This Sunday, we're performing at the Omaha Summer Blues Kickoff for the Blues Society of Omaha. That's going to be a fun gig. Come out and see Far and Wide sometime.
This has been Caitlin Kosis and McKenna Cole with the MWHS Wildcat News.
With summer brings free time, and in free time, music fills the void of silence. We will hear which upcoming music and concerts students are looking forward to most. Gabe Paredes and Jackson Parker bring us an inside look on student opinions.
As summer approaches, so does music releases and concerts. We asked students what albums they anticipate listening to this summer.
Ariana Grande is coming out with a new one, so her.
Yeah, I really can't wait for Astro World, from Travis Scott, and then I can't wait for A$AP Rocky's Testing album.
There's a lot of just exciting albums. Nas, Kanye and Kid Cudi.
Looking forward to Brockhampton Puppy, and let's see here, probably whatever Childish Gambino is going to come out with, whatever the new Death Grips album is.
Along with album releases, students plan on attending shows and festivals during their summer break.
This summer, me and my friends are going to Kansas City for the Drake concert, so that'll be fun because they're with Migos. I've just always listened to Drake since middle school, and he's always been my favorite rapper. So I've always wanted to go to one of his concerts, and I was excited when I saw was having one in KC.
Yeah, I'm going to Zach Brown Band over the summer in June with my girlfriend. That one will be pretty good, I think. I haven't seen them yet.
In the summer, there's things like A$AP Ferg and whatnot, but come on, just A$AP Ferg.
Anyone I can find, any close one that I can find. I mean, I was gonna go to the Migos, but I actually had to wrestle that day.
I love all Taylor Swift music. She's my favorite artist. I loved her since I was 8 years old. Well, she actually just released an album, Reputation, and so she's going on tour this summer, so I'm hoping to see her in Kansas City to go to her concert and
drive down with some friends and spend the night and see her concert there.
Students also reminisce on shows before that will last in their memory for a lifetime.
Probably when I went to Chance the Rapper last year. It was pretty fun because I got to go with all my friends and a bunch of people from school were there.
Probably when I went to Grassroots, which was a festival, and I went with my buddy Cal, and we got to see Mac Miller, Logic, and Kid Cudi all on the same day. That was probably the best one.
Definitely the Travis concert last year. One of my friends, he moved away 6 months ago. I went with him, so it was a good time.
My first Taylor Swift concert was when I went to her Red concert when I was like in 6th grade, and she came to the CenturyLink Center, and it was just a great concert.
This has been Jackson Parker and Gabe Paredes for the MWHS Wildcat News.
Junior Cole Aniello plans to look for leadership roles on the football team after receiving multiple scholarship opportunities for his talent on the field. JD Wessel and Jaden Cover introduce us to the story.
Cole Aniello, a junior football player, stands out from the crowd at Millard West. At 6'6", 310 pounds, he towers not only over his classmates, but most of the competition he faces on Friday nights. In a sport known for humongous athletes, Cole is getting attention from Division I schools at one of the tallest positions, offensive tackle. The amount of attention came as a surprise to Cole, who lacked offers through his first 3 seasons.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to go any higher than D2, because of all the attention the other guys were getting, and it's just me. But now that sort of picked up, I'm pretty glad it did.
We could kind of start telling when he was a freshman because he started growing pretty tall. And he was a lot taller than me, a lot bigger than me. Before high school, we didn't think he was anything special.
Probably play more. We've got to always keep in mind the number of reps that he's playing in a game, but he's too valuable to have standing on the sideline, so he's going to be expected to play quite a bit. We might increase the role on offense just a little bit more. It's still May, so until we see who we've got everywhere, it's kind of hard to answer that question, but it'll definitely be an increased role.
The ball got rolling when the University of South Dakota came to school to visit him. From there, Missouri Valley football schools SCSU, Northern Iowa, and NDSU followed suit and checked him out. Cole has picked up offers from SCSU, South Dakota, and Northern Iowa. Some FBS schools to the likes of Wyoming, Iowa State, Iowa, Oregon, and Nebraska are looking at him, and even Ivy League's Cornell and Columbia have offered him roster spots. With 1 year still left of high school football, Cole's main focus is still on the Wildcats. He's trying to transform into a leadership role this year. Being a shy kid, he's a little scared for what he can do, but Coach Pete thinks that it's going to be an easier transition than most think.
Senior year is always really, really important, and you never want to waste it because it's like that's the time you guys are the leaders of the team.
There's so many different forms of leadership now, and he's definitely a learn by doing leader. He's going to be in the front of the line. He's going to be the one that's working the hardest. So if he can continue to do that, and then pick the right time, or maybe listen to the coaches when we talk about different forms of leadership, when to chime in and say, hey, this is what we've got to do. Sometimes you get, when people see that he's that quiet, then all of a sudden he says something, it means a little bit more.
This has been Jaden Cover
and JD Wessel
signing off for the last time on the MWHS Wildcat News.
With jobs all across the state, Dr. Chris Loofe has taken a new role in Kearney High. Jake Janisek and Nate Thomas bring us the story.
Dr. Loofe has accepted a new job as the principal of Kearney, leaving his position as athletic director at the end of the school year, and he's looking forward to many new things.
I'm looking forward to greater responsibility in a leadership role, serving a community that's it's a single high school district, so that community really rallies around the school. 40,000 people in Kearney all cheering for the Bearcats is pretty cool, and really excited for that opportunity and the opportunity to have a positive impact in the community.
After the past 6 years at Miller West, Dr. Loofe has made an impact at the school, and he'll be missed by students and staff when he goes on to his next tenure at Kearney.
Athletically, as the athletic director here, going back to when our girls and boys soccer team won back-to-back state championships in the same week, that was really exciting. It was also Coach Bierning's last game as our head coach. That was really an exciting moment.
My favorite memory of Dr. Loofe is probably just seeing him in the hallways, giving him a high five, maybe a little handshake, and just saying, how you doing? Asking how his family's doing, asking how I'm doing. It's just, he's a real people person. That's what I like most about him.
One of the things I'll miss about him is he knows, it seems like everybody, wherever you go, he knows their names, their family, he knows he knows a lot about our students and how they're doing in the classroom, what they're doing on the field. He's so connected, and he's just such a great relationship-minded person.
Not only did he have an impact in the school, but in the office too, making sure everything was done and everyone was up to date.
Some of my favorite moments I miss, I guess, is just he knows how to have fun in the workplace too. And he really cares about the student athletes and this school. So working with him has been such a privilege. I've learned, I always say I learned from the best, so he'll definitely be missed.
This has been Jake Janicek and Nate Thomas on behalf of the Catalyst staff wishing Dr. Loofe the best at Kearney on the MWHS Wildcat News.
Summer is here, Wildcats.
Enjoy the season, and we'll see you next year. I'm Trevor Lewick.
And I'm Katie Willard.
And this has been
the MWHS Wildcat News.